How's everybody doing out there? Welcome back to DaGaimez. That's right. I'm super excited because one of our members in our community, his name is Radon. I know his real name and I will not give that information out, but he has given me access to his hangar. And let me tell you something about his hangar. He has a lot of goodies in his hangar. Now, of course, you got to have the cutlass down there. This guy's shoulders are so big, they're poking out of the back of his uniform here. But let's let's show you some of the fun that I literally, my head exploded when I saw the amount of ships that he has. And again, part of our Steam community, part of our community here at DaGaimez. Super appreciate him for what he did. He actually gifted me what we are going to be reviewing today. Yes, we're doing ship reviews. We're also going to talk about game mechanics. Don't worry, we'll continue doing videos on Star Citizen for as long as I live. So let's hope for a nice long life. I don't know, with my luck lately, we might not be talking about a long life. But you'll notice, okay, over there, look at that sweet little thing. And hopefully Radon gives us access for a week or two so we can get some more ship reviews. We did a review on these prior. You guys check them out. And here's what we're reviewing today, this little beauty. The P52 Merlin, not to be confused with the P72 Archimedes that will be included with the Phoenix constellation. Now, the P52 was originally scheduled to be, or designed to be, with the Achaea constellation, the constellation Achaea. I hope that they plan on putting it back. I noticed they took that off of the specs in the forums. We will be watching a video of flying, fighting, and racing with the P52 Merlin. It's important that you guys know whether this is worth your money. That's primarily why I do these videos. I have to say I was thoroughly impressed with it as far as its flying capabilities. I thought it was going to be much more fragile than it is. It still is a fragile ship. I'm not trying to delude people out there, but I like the lights up front. I like the look of the ship. It has a very, very clean, kind of crisp look. And the guns on it, 3 turrets. I was happy with the weapons on it for as small as it was. I was very happy with it. I know, and here we are. Here's some test footage I checked out on SIG right before I went to fly in it, and I wasn't too impressed with this. I saw it take some damage here in the video and said to myself, I wonder if it can really hold up. And it can to a point. You don't want to get in the crosshairs for too long because the ship will definitely explode on you. Here's some footage as well of combat footage that you can see where this is actually dealing some punishment. I did not do so well with it personally, but I know that I'm capable of doing much better. But the damage is definitely being put out. And for a ship that is $20, I would say overall, the price versus what it can do, it was an agile ship with 12 thrusters, and it did have some speed behind it. I liked it. Overall, the experience was good. The money, $20, that's it. I mean, like, this could actually be an alternative for people that don't want to pay the $40+ price tag on the Aurora. So this is a very good option for people that want to get into the game cheap. You know, you won't see a lot of people say that ever on our videos, but I do that because, I mean, it's the truth, hashtag truth. If you want to get into a ship early and you want to just play the alpha, this becomes a very, very viable option. There's the turret in the center, which I think is pretty cool, usually ballistic. The 2 turrets on the wings that fold up, very cool feature, are normally lasers that come equipped with it. I like how these fold up. They do actually fold up as you land on a pad. Very cool. And overall, I think one of the things you're going to have to realize is this is not jump capable. The P52 Merlin is not jump capable. It is primarily to be used, in my opinion, as a courier type ship within system. It does not regenerate fuel. So, you know, not too happy about the fact that it does not, it's not as mobile as I'd want it to be. But what do you expect from a ship that is primarily used as an escort type ship with the Achaea? I heard on the forums that originally it did have like some type of tether with the constellation, but they couldn't fit in the scanners. The class 1 scanner that was going to be put into this to scan wormholes. I really want them to be I really want SIG to be aware of the fact that I do want this ship back with the IKEA. I think it would be a great scout type ship. If you do not want to land, and here's the tab for you guys that want to look at this constellation video. I spent a lot of time on this IKEA constellation video. The Merlin was a primary chapter within that video where we talked about it being a scout. And because this does not regenerate fuel, because this does not have jump drive capabilities, to me this becomes the perfect scout type ship. I don't know why they would take it off. I really don't know why they would take it off the IKEA, because it is not on there. And if you look at the P52 Merlin stats, and they explain it on in a paragraph, they say that this was originally designed with the constellation IKEA in mind. I want it back with the constellation IKEA. There's no sense in this making this a ship without like a mother type ship. There's a couple people that want this ship to also be like, you know, they're gonna say we're gonna load up a carrier with the Merlin. I don't think that's very smart. In fact, it's even frowned upon by a lot of people within the community, especially those who are the developers of the game, and they're saying, no, you really don't want to use this ship for that type of role. So then we get into another type of role. You know, what else do we do with this ship? We race. You know, is it a good racer? Is it worth buying as a racer? Well, let's watch some video here of it racing.
Go.
Ah, the great racing debate. Racers all over the universe wondering which is the best ship for the ultimate win. All the trophies and all the money in the world, and that's not really how racing goes. I explained it in this M50 video a little bit better, but to kind of sum it up shortly, and then we'll get to the Merlin here. Every race track requires basically a different type of ship, either a more mobile ship or a faster ship. You know, you've got your Indy cars, you've got your drag cars, you've got your stock cars, all these different types of cars to handle all different types of tracks. I think as the racing develops within Star Citizen, you're going to see a lot of people say, okay, this race is purely a Merlin race, or this is purely a 350R race, 350R with a 300 top speed, the M50 with the 280 top speed, and a lot of debates saying, well, the M50 can be upgraded to go faster. And yes, the M50 is a lot more maneuverable than the 350R, but the 350R has more balls to the wall punch than the M50, at least in my opinion. When I'm racing them, I feel as if the 350R has more, you know, thrust and get it done type feeling. But the Merlin, is as I was racing it, I liked it, and it very tight rolls. Also, if you line up with the target, it's tight until you take like some turns. The drift is a little bit out of control. You do slide quite a bit. Once you can get the feel of the ship, you start to understand just how crazy the drift can be, and you can compensate fairly well. So this is at a 240 top speed. We are lower than the 350R and the M50 top speed, but overall I thought it a fairly good experience. I thought it made a really fun racing ship. Again, the fuel is not you know, replenishable. You will run out of fuel, so I don't know if that's going to make this ship that great of a racing type ship, but you got to find uses for this Merlin, because without it being paired with the IKEA, at least at this point in time while this video is made, I'm wondering how, in fact, you're going to use it other than flying courier missions within system. It's a good fast courier, get to point A to point B within the same system. If you got to be aware of how much fuel you have, obviously, and you're not able to jump. So I think it's fun. I think I will say this, for $20, it's kind of a no-brainer. I do want to thank Radon, shout out to Radon for gifting me this. I also want to thank Techlar Triple M for also giving me the opportunity to go in his hangar and test this out. I want to thank the community for being amazing and being very patient in time like this. More content will come, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing another review. We're going to be doing a system guide with Star Citizen. Stay tuned for that, and plenty more content on the way here on DaGaimez. See you on the next vid.